My name is Azadeh Ghotbi. I'm an artist, and to answer your question, I started painting when I was at Brown University. I stopped. I pursued a more conventional career, and oddly enough, I started painting again from the second I finished business school, and I realized actually that's my passion. That's what I love to do, and it's been a pursuit that I've never dropped, and that's what I've been doing ever since. As I said, I've been painting ever since business school, but it was a very private affair. It was something that I really did just for myself, for my pure pleasure. And even my closest friends had no idea that I was painting. So at first, the paintings were hidden somewhere, not shown to anyone. And once there were too many of them, I started hanging them on the walls. But I never signed my paintings. So even people close to me would come to my house, see the paintings, sometimes comment on them. I would say thank you. But I never actually tell them that it was my work. It took me a long time to accept, to show my work publicly. And I think the first time was in 2003. I offered to donate some paintings to Asia Society for a benefit auction. And it's been great since. And I have been showing my work in various exhibits in Paris, in New York, Frankfurt, Heidelberg, and Los Angeles now. I've been working on a number of series, and they're all abstract, or at least for the most part they're abstract, but there's a conceptual message behind many of them. One of them is called Puzzling Stories, which this is an example of. They're made out of a painting that I start, and instead of having a finished project, a finished artwork, I then start tearing up the original painting, which I found actually extremely difficult, both emotionally to tear up your own work and physically grueling. And oddly enough, it doesn't get any easier with time. So here you have a work that you've accomplished. You tear it up to pieces, and then you put it back together. And in that, I saw the symbolism of lives like ours, where we went through a revolution, we lost our country, we lost our friends, families were spread out all over the world. But somehow we found in ourselves the strength and the willpower to put back our lives together, recreate a new story. So here you have an original artwork that was a big rectangle that was torn to shreds and put back together. And here you are, you create a new story, you create new dimension, new complexity. And the new work actually might be even more interesting, more intriguing, more beautiful than the original story, but it's missing its roots. It's actually quite exposed, it's fragile. So it's very much mimicking our lives. We have maybe more interesting lives, but we're missing our roots and the origins of where we come from. When I started painting, I started with extremely large canvases. I don't know why I found enormous canvases more inspiring and oddly enough not daunting. And in terms of color, I noticed that I first started using extremely somber monochromatic colors. I went with dark browns and blacks and dark grays. But it's interesting to see over time, with evolution and age and experience, I've infiltrated and added a lot more colors. I never use more than maybe 3 colors in any one painting. If you find that you see a wider array, it's because it's the blending of those 2 or 3 colors. But there is a lot more color, and I think they're very much inspired by nature. I notice that I tend to, maybe subconsciously, combine colors that I've seen in nature that are harmonious, that contrast in a very natural way. And there's definitely more color in my work.